Hey everyone, James here with Trace Games. Right now I'm going to go over how to play Heroes of Heartland. Okay, so if you go through the rulebook, it tells you exactly how to set up the game. I have it all set up here. If you look at the reference sheet, this tells you the actions that you can take on your turn. So it says, on your turn first, movement. You're going to, first thing you're going to do is move your hero. The number of spaces you can move is equal to your move action, so it starts at 1. That means you can move your hero 1 hex tile. And then second, choose 1. So the things you can do is explore, recover, build, gather, and spend experience. So I'm just going to go over what each of these actions does. If you use the explore action, the first thing you're going to do is collect the explore token if it's there. The explore token is a one-time benefit that goes to the person who's the first person to explore. So in this case, it's a black resource, which is a stone. So you're going to take a black resource and put it on your character sheet. Then you're going to draw a card. The color of card you draw is going to be equal to the hex tile that you're on. So in this case, this is a creature. The stats are listed in the top corner. It's going to hit on a 0 to 1. It's going to roll 1 dice and it has 1 health. And down here in this corner, it tells you the rewards that this creature is going to give you. And your hero is going to roll based on the stats on the character sheet. So at the start, you hit on a 0, 1, and a 2. You're going to roll 1 dice, and you've got 5 health. So you go ahead and roll a d10. Okay, the creature rolled a 0. That's going to do a hit. I take 1 point of damage on my character. I rolled a 4. That's a miss. So we keep rolling and continue combat until one is defeated. Okay, on the second round, the creature got a 0, that's another hit. I rolled a 1, that's a hit. So I go down 1 from the creature. I do 1 point of damage, which is going to defeat the creature because it only has 1 health. So you take the experience cube and put it on your character sheet. And then you take the creature card and just put it anywhere in your play area. Okay, so that's the explore action. Recover. You can basically use the recover action to heal your hero. You get +3 hit points anywhere, full hit points if you're on your own structure. So right now I would heal 3 hit points, but here's the thing. Your hit points can never go above your life stat, and the life is at 5. So if I were to heal, I would just go up 2 hit points up to 5. I wouldn't go up to 6 because I'd be above my life stat. So build. You can build up to 2 units. Your units are your pieces that you have. If you flip your character sheet over, this tells you the cost to build the different units. So a road, for example, would be 1 wood and 1 stone. Then you're going to take it and put it on the board. Okay. If you wanted to build a mine, I actually don't have enough resources to build a mine, but a mine would be 2 wood, 1 stone, and 1 metal. You would then take that, put it on the board. Where you build the mine is going to produce a resource of that type. So if it's built on green, it's going to produce one of the wood resources. The next action is gather. Gather the resources from your structures. Any structures you have on the board, you're going to collect the resources and put them on your character sheet. Okay, and then the last action is spend experience. On your character sheet, there is a red circle with a number in it. That's the amount of experience you need to upgrade that stat by 1 level. So for example, your life, it costs 1 experience to upgrade at the first level. Then your life would go up to 6. When you upgrade your life, you do get the hit points, so then your hit points would go up to 6. You can upgrade your hit. That's going to give you a better chance to hit. So for example, if I spend 1, it's going to go up the first level. I could then spend 2 more, and I could get my hit up to 4. That means I'm going to hit on a 0, 1, 2, 3, and a 4. It just gives me a better chance to hit. So that's how the spend experience action works. Okay, so the question is, why are we taking these actions and what is the goal of the game? The goal of the game is to get these quest cards. There's level 1 and there's level 2, there's war and there's peace. The war cards are geared more towards player combat, and the peace cards are geared more towards building your units and resource management. And this is where the strategy of the game comes out, because players actually choose which of these cards flip over. and you can really change how the game plays based on which of these quest cards you choose to flip out. Okay, then the last thing I want to go over is kind of the overview of the game. So right here we have the turn marker tokens. On turn 1, you're going to set this token out, and each player is going to take an action. When each player is taking action, you're going to go to the next turn. You're going to put the turn 2 out. You can see on turn 2 it has the turn 2 and then a plus with the resources. That means any structures on the board that don't have resources, they're going to get replenished and refilled with the resources that they produce. Okay, so after players take 6 turns, you come to the end of the round. At the end of the round, you're going to get a free heal and a free collect. Then you're going to choose which of the quest cards come out. So this is kind of where you develop your strategy. If you want to play a combat-oriented game and go all in, you probably want to flip out the War 2. If you kind of want to do a mix of both, then maybe you want some more of the level 1 cards to come out. Okay, and then you would of course advance the round mark to round 2. So the game is going to end at the end of round 4, turn 6. The player with the most victory points wins. So the victory points, you're going to count the victory points on the quest cards from the War and Peace cards. Some of the Explorer cards have victory points in them. Some of these Explorer tokens have victory points on them. And then lastly, the villages. That's the upgrade from the mine. The villages are also worth 1 victory point. So you count them up. Whoever has the most victory points is the winner. Alright, so that's how you play the game. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. And if you want to become involved in the development of the game, you can join the Facebook group. Just search Heroes of Heartland. And thanks for checking out the game. Have a great day.